We have got a massive one on deck for us in week 4 of the college football season. College game day will be in Norman for Oklahoma's first ever SEC game. You got Tennessee coming to town. Tennessee favored by 7.5 as we sit here on Sunday. Now, we will do our full game breakdown, full prediction on Tuesday on this very platform, the On3 YouTube channel, on the show, The Hard Count. So make sure you are subscribed, whether you're a Tennessee fan, you're an Oklahoma fan, for our winner. We have not made a prediction just yet internally, so, we're just going to break this down right now. But as we sit here on Sunday, man, never too early to take a look at one of the marquee matchups for the upcoming college football slate. So let's just have a casual conversation, you and me. Let's kind of riff on this a little bit as to what we're thinking about and watching heading into this game. And I think the first battle that you look at when it comes to the matchups is the trenches, right? The offensive line of Oklahoma and the defensive line of Tennessee. Because Tennessee now, they have worked and stocked that trenches to be able to compete at the level they want to compete at in the SEC. Now, Oklahoma breaking in a new offensive line. It has not been without a little bit of some growing pains, okay? So they have, to this point now, allowed Jackson Arnold to be sacked 9 times against, let's call a spade here, what will not be the level of competition that Tennessee brings into Norman on Saturday night. So can Oklahoma, one, just answer the call to action and bring their best game now after they've played now 3 games under this offensive line unit? And also, can they just find ways to get the ball out of Jackson Arnold's hands quickly? Because I don't think for Oklahoma they have to build this stonewall defense to have success on offense. Get the ball out to Deion Burks. Get the ball in the perimeter. Move the pocket with Jackson Arnold. Find ways, I think, to manufacture winnable situations for the offensive line. Because if you just go man up with James Pierce, I think it's going to be a tricky situation for Oklahoma offensively. Now, on the exact same conversation, speaking about the perimeter for Oklahoma, I would test that Tennessee secondary. Because, Tennessee, they have rolled so far. They have not played anyone near the caliber of this wide receiving core. For Oklahoma, they have not played a quarterback the caliber of a Jackson Arnold just yet from a skill set perspective. So, that was kind of the question mark heading into the season for Tennessee is, okay, they've transferred in some pieces now. Are they going to be up to par to win at the level they want to win at? We're about to find out in this game. Raucous environment, a lot being thrown at them. Can Oklahoma capitalize on that and take advantage of the home crowd and take advantage of, some new pieces in the secondary for Tennessee, equipping Jackson Arnold to have time to make throws and get the ball to his playmakers in space? Deion Burks, to me, is the end-all, be-all for Oklahoma in this game, just so we're on the same page. Feed him the football. I don't care how you do it. Quick game, deep passing game, jet sweeps, whatever you got to do, feed Deion Burks. All right? Now, we spoke about that environment and how raucous that's going to be, because it will be crazy. Nico Iamaleava has not had to play a true road game just yet. Okay, they played NC State in Charlotte, and they looked awesome doing it. Full transparency, I don't know how good NC State is this year, okay? Not to knock Dave Doeren, but they have looked a little bit lackluster here through the first few weeks of the season, right? So we'll leave that there. But the question I have around Nico Iamaleava isn't so much anything with him physically or his ability, how does he handle the situation? Also, how does he handle what will be the most complex defensive scheme he's had to play against to this point? Because Brent Venables now, defensive head coach, he's going to have some things cooked up in that game plan for Nico. He's going to test his answers. He's going to test his acumen within this offense, and they're going to pressure him, okay? So when pressure gets there, one, do they get home? Are they able to create, second and long, third and long because they got to the quarterback? And also, when he breaks contain, what happens then? Because Nico and the way that he ad-libs, honestly, could be the differentiating factor for Tennessee in this football game. So him handling the environment, him handling the complex looks from Brent Venables, and how he handles that pressure in real time, I think is going to be massive, both metaphorically and literally when Oklahoma brings pressure. Here's one more thought I have going into this game. Oklahoma, they've had to battle a little bit, for better or for worse. Like the game against Houston, you wish you were more decisive in how you won that game. The game against Tulane, Tulane hung around for a little bit longer than you would have liked if you're an Oklahoma fan. How much does that matter? Because Tennessee, they have rolled all the way into this game. They just 70-pieced Kent State last night, and it was just an absolute beat down in every single sense of the word. But I think the level of resistance you have going into a game can sometimes have a funny impact. Like Oklahoma, when this game's close in the third quarter, if it ends up being close in the third quarter, they will not be like unfamiliar with that feeling. Tennessee hasn't really had to play 4 quarters of football just yet. They have been, chilling for the most part when they get to the fourth quarter. And again, played, I think, a good talent roster at NC State in terms of them being a P4 team and them being in the ACC and all that. But, like, I think what Oklahoma brings and the road environment, like, if you're not signed up for everything this game has to offer and having to go 4 quarters, it could get a little bit uncomfortable. How do you respond to that? I'm curious to see. But overall, man, it's gonna be a blast. 2 of the best young quarterbacks in the sport. First real test for Nico Iamaleava. First SEC game for Oklahoma. Jackson Arnold, his biggest test of his career to this point. I'm fired up, man. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to watch this one play out on Saturday night in week 4 of the college football season. So make sure you're subscribed. We'll give you our prediction in this game on Tuesday. Okay, so 11 a.m. Eastern, right here on the On3 YouTube channel. We will be live to show the hard count. Myself, JD Piquel, giving you our pick in this game. We got some work to do to break it down, but those are the early thoughts as it pertains to Tennessee's trip to Norman. I didn't even mention, too, Josh Heupel, his first, his return to Norman, if you will, as Tennessee's head coach. Going to be a lot of fun. So lock in with us. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to keep this party rolling, and we will see y'all next time. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.